Hello, everybody! Welcome to another Eric flight. And hopefully I didn't mute the background music, but I probably did because I had it set up. But here we go. There you go. Have some good music. Anyways, we are flying on the VUSA Flight Club event today. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, I turned off the power to my laptop. That's what happened. Crap. It's like, why did that just go in and out? That's what I did. Anyways, we're on the Microsoft Flight Sim East server, and we're going to be flying in the Virtual Beach Party 2025 VUSA Flying Club event. And we're actually taking the Bonanza today. So, pretty cool. 712 Echo Foxtrot making its debut on 2024. Converted the textures over to KTX2 for native graphics, but it's still the same old 2020 model. I flight it a little earlier today. Real time and weather, and we're flying out of Asheville, North Carolina. I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, have to go here, want to flight about this long, what's a very scenic route, and this is what it gave me. So anyways, we're gonna fly we're gonna fly from, let me show you this. Oops, come on man, we're gonna fly from Asheville, North Carolina, across the Smoky Mountains, which is very scenic, to Mark Antone. We're not going to land at Mark Antone, nor are we going to land at Upper Cumberland Regional. This gives us a lot of scenery. We get to see the Cumberland Mountains, plateau, if you will, sorry. And then we're going to land at Tullahoma Regional, where they actually have this Beechcraft event, hence why we're taking out the Bonanza. And without further ado, yo, let's kick it. Yes! Triumphant return. It's pretty. Bonanza. Bonanza, yeah! V35 Bravo, old Dr. Killer as they call it, but we are going to take this out. Without further ado, we're going to do this. And I'm actually legal to fly this now because I do have my complex endorsement, so that is the big achievement of the past year for flying it for real. But anyways, checklist is to checkmate. I bought it just for this aircraft, and I will say it handles better now that I got my Honeycomb Alpha to actually like be calibrated right. So anyways, pretend the pre-flight's done. Start. Sheet track back locked. Ave circuit breakers down there. Looking good. Okay. Alternator battery off. Avionics are off. Autopilot is off. AC is off. Cowl flaps open. That's when this is pulled out. We'll verify that, but I'm pretty sure that I got that button configured right. Finally, yes. Alright. Mixture full rich. Pull this stuff out for my test flight. Excuse me. Prop high RPM all the way in. Throttle full open. Just gonna leave it back there. Brakes are set. We have the parking brake on too. Battery on. Beacon on. Okay, auxiliary fuel pump on. It's gonna go to peak fuel flow, and then we're gonna turn it off. Here we go. 2, 3, and off. Very good. Alright, we did fill it, I believe. Yep, we're full. Alright. Throttle select. And now we're going mags to start. So here we go. Let's look outside as we do this. Clear prop! Burn like a kit. Burn like a kit. Yeah. By the way, happy Halloween, everybody. You see a graphic come up in the upper right-hand corner for that. I just want to wish everyone a happy Halloween. We bought our pumpkins today, so I couldn't fly right away because I had to go buy pumpkins. Okay, max start oil pressure is good. Alright, I'm going to turn the alternator on. Fast charging, so good. Lights as required, we'll put the nav lights on this time. And also the taxi lights. Mixture is required. We are, I don't know yet, we have to get to ATIS. So, we're like 700 feet, I think, or something like that. Could be wrong. JJ, what's up? How's it going? Nice to see you. Welcome to the broadcast. All right, seatbelts, harnesses, flaps are up. Heat vent frost, it is 65. I've left this sim running because I just got to do this flight earlier, but we gotta leave the heat off. That means avionics going on. And this is a little funky in the 530 here, but I did get it to work, so it's not the native one, I don't think. But anyways, we'll get this thing to work. Okay, really good at resizing this in 2024. By the way, we are running the sim update 4 beta finally, because they fixed that problem with the frame gen, where it would flicker. I do get like little jelly things as I move around, and that's because I'm pulling too many frames. And I have to do the frame limiter eventually to 60, I guess, because that's the refresh rate of my monitor when I stream. It's 120 when I don't, but just the way it is. All right, where was I? Avionics ATIS. Let's get ATIS here for Asheville if it works. 120.2. This event goes to 1 a.m., but again, I want to kind of do this because I want to roast pumpkin seeds if they're going to start carving today. So let's see if it pops up, because sometimes the weather stations are not in the sim. Doesn't sound like it is. Oh, it actually is. Okay, good. Wind calm, visibility 10, few clouds 4,800, 13.9 scattered. And this is a class Charlie, so I would actually have to ask for departure clearance. Don't know if anyone's on here or not. I don't think they are. Nope, no one's on for Asheville. All right, we're going to Tullahoma. Tullahoma, I think that's how you pronounce it. So we're on around 4,800, 13,900 scattered. I'm looking for the thing here. It does this sometimes. I don't know why it does, but it does. So I'm just going to go to Sky Vector. And it depends on the aircraft. So I think it's just the way it's modeled. It's a 2020 aircraft. So all right, 10 square miles clear. That's what's saying on there. Altimeter 3001. Is that about right? Oh yeah, we're 2,164 feet in here. Right. Well then. Let's get this mixture up just a little bit. Alright, with that, back to the checklist. Go back to guard. You know what that means. Back to guard. JJ, how you doing, bud? Life's doing well for you. Altimeter on, set. Yeah. Good. I'm gonna change this to alt. I have to put in my flight plan. Actually, should have done that. So let me do that on VATSIM, which I am not connected to at all. On either computer, the screen's gonna flash. So just give me a second. Should have probably done that. I know I'm going 8,500. Cruise. Actually, we're going west, aren't we? So 9,500. Wow, that could have been really bad. Oh, this thing eats gas, so I'm hoping to depart here sometime soon. Like this thing will do like 13 gallons an hour, so we'll make this fast though. Sorry, I should have done this off stream, but that's alright. Alright, November 712 Echo Foxtrot. We are VFR. I can't remember what it is. What the hell is the code for Bonanza? I can't remember the code for Bonanza. Bonanza. Oh crap. Code. Code. BE35. That's it. Okay. BE35. Big category light. This thing is very, very quick on the ailerons when you do your thing here. So, CU2. SG. Actually, it's SG, then CU2. Alright. Departure. Kilo. Cancel. Okay, move this over so I can actually see things. I might be good to put my Sky Vector flight plan up. My mouse is going nuts. There we go. Kilo Alpha Victor Lima. Oops, come on now, mouse. What's going on? Let's go. Okay, off the block at 9:45-ish. 21:45. Zulu. +4 still till the time changes. Altitude's 9,500. Airspeed, I think it's like 150. I'll put 150. Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha is where we're landing. En route should be about an hour and a half. Fuel endurance, we got about 4 hours. And we're going via 2 Alpha 0 and then Kilo Sierra Romeo Bravo. Have a little scenic route. Go put my remarks in here. Let's see if I get my remarks. There we go. Man, it feels good to fly. I got busy this week. We had a field trip. I had to write out a whole arrangement, which the kids don't know about yet. But yeah, we're working hard here. So, all right. With that, we are going to connect. Bravo Echo 35 712. I kind of misflagged the Bonanza, and it doesn't do that bad in the sim. It's got a little issues with 2024, but nothing that makes it unflyable. So, all right, we are connected to VATSIM. How's that? All right, with that then, we're going to be good to go. Tablet's still up, so let's get the rest of this done. Testing the radio, 122.8. Okay, VATSIM Unicom. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. Nobody. That's fine. Okay, what's the CTAF here? CTAF is, or tower actually, is 121.1. So put that in. And that will be our frequency over there. Alright. Transponder, alt squawk, double checking that. We are good. ADSB on, radio test, we already did. Taxi lights required, we are good on. Brakes test. Alright, we gotta find out where we're taxiing to here. So here we are at the North FBO ramp, and we're going to taxi. Well, which way is turning right, if any? I doubt there's anything turning right. Asheville Regional. Oh, right traffic, 35. All right, so they want me to go that way to stay out of the mountains, probably. All right, we'll do runway 35 then, and then we'll take a right out of there, unless we go straight out. But yeah, we'll take a right and do a 360. All right, that's what we're going to do. Feel free to join us, Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, or on VATSIM. That looks more straight, maybe a little too much. Okay, there we go. All right, and we're good to go. So anyways, we're going to call our taxi, go to 35, and get the heck out of Dodge, shall we? All right, let's do it. Probably try doing the flight plan, actually. So let me, so it's that Kilo. Might as well just put it in so I don't have to worry about it. Kilo, Alpha, Victor, Lima. Okay, I'm gonna go to Alpha Romeo. I have to push the button in before it does change. Let's see if this even works, because Alpha 0 actually, I'm sorry. Yep. Right. To Kilo Sierra Romeo Bravo. See, it's like a different 530 interface here than the regular sim. It's Carenado that made it, and then Microsoft bought them out to release it in the last simulator. But I've had it for quite a while. Kilo Tango Alpha. No, Hotel Alpha. That's it. That's what we're doing. Okay, anyways. Flight plan is done. We're good there. We're going to taxi out to 35. Asheville Regional Traffic. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot. We're at the North FBO ramp. Going to taxi to runway 35 via Alpha 1. Asheville Regional. Okay, tow guide tracker on. Center it. Parking brake off. And we are going to go straight out. Take a left onto Alpha. I don't know why it's doing that. Did I hit it again? No, I didn't. It's doing something weird. Alright, sorry, I still got some cables down there. We will do a run up down there. Be good to go. Alright, here we go. That's the main terminal over there. And I don't know if this is, it looks like freeware if anything, so Kilo Alpha Victor Lima. It is FSX scenery actually. Yeah, I could see the quality there. Yeah. That's about what you get for FSX scenery, but it's the only payware I think that's out for this. So cheaper I should say than others. We got some live traffic here as well, so pretty bustling airport for a small one. I'm gonna open up my orange soda while we're doing this. It's the only way to fly. Orange soda. For some reason, my SciTech multi-panel will say 99,900 feet in altitude. That's why I'm going to program it in the plane itself. So, we on the right or on the left? Oh, we're on the left. Okay. Fuel that is. And yeah, we got some traffic there. Looks like they have a little collision. Call the fire trucks. That's Alpha 2, and I'm gonna have to fly right through them after this run up if they're not out of there, because that looks like it's a 2024 issue. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do the run up right here. So run up, brakes are set. They are. All right, fuel to the proper tank. We're good. Electric trim, autopilot. I'm gonna check that that all connects here. Let's use the thumb. Gotta make sure. That works. Then we use the wheel here. We set it to 0. Good. Autopilot on. It is. Autopilot off. Alright, good. Trim set for takeoff. It is flight controls. Never really understood the one yoke that goes all around. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to like flip it over somehow. I would have to get training in that, so no clue. Alright, instruments. Turn equators in the middle. No flags or anything like that. Heading coordinator is due west, which it should be about. Yeah, we're good. Altimeter's good. Vertical speed is good. Horizontal is good. Airspeed is good. All right, annunciator lights. Push to switch. No, where's the light switch? It's nope. That's standby. Switch is somewhere. I will find it. I will find it. I saw it earlier and I used it, and I said, "Oh, cool. It has lights." Here's a test. There you go. So that's working. Alright. There's a light switch tester somewhere. Where is it? No, it's here somewhere. That might just be it, but stand by, gyro. Well, could have sworn there was a test, but. Alright. Oh, it's over here. Test, right? Warning light. Yep. Okay. Test. There we go. So the lights are working. Alright, good. I knew it was somewhere. It's been a while. Alright, mixture best power. I'm going to go to 1700 RPMs. Okay. I'm going to test the mags. Right mag. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Looking good. Alright, cycle the prop. Down. Oil goes down. I mean, RPMs go down. RPMs go up. Okay, one more time with the oil pressure. Oil pressure goes down. Oil pressure goes up. And then one more time, we check to make sure no oil leaks onto the windshield, because then we have a bigger issue here. Down. And up. We're fine. Okay, props are cycled. Vacuum is good. Okay, amps and volts charging slightly. Fuel flow is flowing. See over here, 7.1 gallons per hour. Oil pressure, oil temperature are in the green. Idling. Okay, and actually I have a friction lock on the TH1, so I'm gonna adjust that now back to 1,000 RPMs. Alright, this problem on takeoff full of mechanical emergency, otherwise, and this is enough available runway to land on. We'll bar takeoff and land directly ahead on the runway. If we are above, let's say 3,000 feet in this problem, mechanical emergency, otherwise we'll land directly, have no more than 30-degree turns. Best glide speed in this is 105. If we are above 3,000 feet in this problem, mechanical emergency, otherwise we'll take a turn to the right and land downwind of the taxiway, the grass and runway, reservoir to west, best glide speed 105, rotate at 71, climb at 96, retract the gear when there's no more available runway to land on. Everyone get that? We got that. Alright, good. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn the tablet off actually, because you don't get to see that. I'm gonna depart out of here. I'm gonna have my speeds ready to go. Full throttle, 71, 96, gear up. Okay. Alright, so we're good to go. Feel free again to join us on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, because you can be my wingman anytime. Alright, parking brake off.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Just saying, you could. Alright, we're looking pretty good over here. Alright, and friction lock's a little tight here. Alright, no one on downwind base, final, crosswind. We're good, so here we go. We're gonna call it. Asheville regional traffic, Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot departing runway 35, departure to the west, Asheville. Okay, pretend that these aircraft aren't here because for some reason it's just like an error. It looks like there's an error on like the traffic here. Why? Because it's FSX scenery. I'm not blaming Microsoft on this one. But we're gonna have to ride right through them, so. It could be because I left the simulator working for a long time. So we're gonna go a little bit by them. There you go. Okay, line up in the middle. Right, heels on the floor, full throttle, here we go. Rotate at 71, climb at 96. It takes a little while for it to get up there. We're at full throttle, right? '71 and rotate. We're gonna take a right turn out of here. It's a right traffic pattern, so I wanna do that. Do a 360. But look at this. Look at those beautiful hills. Real world time and weather, everybody. Flight should be about an hour and a half or so.
I want to do barrel rolls and loop the
Thanks to Brad Samuels 46 for following me on Twitch. Appreciate that. Sorry about the dizziness with the thing there. Gear up.
Who does?
More available runway to land on.
Brad Samuels 46 is now following Eric Flight on Twitch.
We have a new overlay for today. Getting the Halloween spirit by typing exclamation point ghosts, plural, ghosts, illogical ghosts across the screen. Feel free to do that. And welcome to the broadcast, the flight, and buckle up. So here we go. Okay, clear on the right. Take a turn to the right. Thanks for following me there. Captain Cocktail, you're awesome. Alright, put it right about there. Take a look out here. God, I love my new computer. I gotta be honest with you, I love it. We even increased the settings a little bit, so now it loads a lot more in the distance. I went and edited the user config myself. So, all right, I'm gonna turn the autopilot on soon. I get some
Asheville Tower, Cessna November 379 Romeo.
Someone's coming down the 17.
miles north.
So,
Inbound ILS
going
runway
right here.
approach.
Doing like a large 360 to get some altitude above
Cessna
the
November
mountains.
379 Romeo,
So,
Asheville Tower.
I'm gonna lead up to the
Altimeter
tree.
3001. Cleared
Okay, back to
ILS runway
25 inches of
17
manifold. We're already there, so back to 2,500 RPMs with the prop. That's what we should be doing. Climb out here. And there's the airfield.
Cleared ILS runway 17 approach.
I had some flaps
Cessna
down for a second.
79 Romeo.
Man, I forgot how much I love this plane. Very cool. All right, let's do the autopilot. Vertical speed. And I want to set that vertical speed to about 900. I just hopped out of the plane, everybody. Told you I track her off. Okay, we're going to hit nav pretty soon, but let's go direct again. Flight plan. Direct. Okay, I guess it's not going to go. All right, anyways, we'll go nav and we'll see what happens. How's that? Should be turning to the right. Getting me on course there, so there we go. We'll keep an eye on it though. The autopilot used to go weird on this. I guess it's doing all right now. We're climbing at 120. We can go even higher than 1200. The engine in this is very powerful. It's almost comparable to a Cirrus for the power it gives you, for the speed. But server, East server like usual, my friend. And we're just taking off out of Asheville, so feel free to join us. Okay, as far as Volanta, no one is here. But we'll see, because we're going to go to Tullahoma, but we're going via, again, a couple of waypoints here. We're going to cross the Great Smoky Mountains right ahead of us first. That's why we did that. We're going to lean out the mixture here, get the EGT gauge up in the middle there. And it looks like we are on nav. The autopilot's working next to Otto, which I will thank him in a second. Otto the autopilot, everybody. He actually works fine today. Power flap stay open until we are.
There it is.
Yeah, beautiful scenery.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Now I'm actually in the beta for SU4 now, so I'm hoping it shows you. So it has a couple of improvements, and it actually that last update they did made it so I could actually use it. So I figured why not? We'll try it out. So all right, why is this not working? 2 Alpha 0. Why is this not going to 2 Alpha 0? Should I be able to select that?
Juliet Papa, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
No. Alright, so oh, because I didn't have it on GPS. Duh. Yeah.
Asheville Tower, Cessna November 17.
No wonder why I didn't set the CDI to GPS. Oh, just to gain some altitude. Gave our delightful captain more time to get here. Uh-oh. Why are we stalling? Because I'm way too high on the vertical speed. Alright, here we go. We're fine. We're fine now. How are you? Name that movie. Is that you? In the 172? Might not be. Let me know. Hoping it shows names. I had to reprogram the alternate 2 to turn off nameplates, but I'm on the East server, so I'm hoping I see you. There we go. It's a hell of a view. Coming out of Asheville, North Carolina, which is actually there, right over there. Very cool. And that's the airport right below us. All right, taking about an hour, an hour and 44 minutes. Really? It'll go less than that. 2 Alpha 0. I'm looking at my tablet now, which helps. Yeah. So we're gonna go 2 Alpha 0, and then we're going to Kilo Sierra Romeo Bravo, and then we're going to Tullahoma, which I hope I pronounced that right. All right, look at this beautiful scenery of the Great Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains actually in front of us. I'm sorry. So when the Smoky Mountains hit, oh, it's a little bit further out. Okay, so these are the Blue Ridge Mountains. Pretty funny that we're flying in Tennessee. I had a student show up with a Dolly Parton t-shirt in class this week, and I was like, man, I love Dolly Parton. And so talked about like Tennessee. There were some kids that didn't know Dolly Parton, obviously, but they're young kids. Boy, they're just beautiful. pictures all around here. And it looks like it's like basically full peak over here. Jesus. That's that Bijan Studios scenery thing. Oh, put the name plates back on. We have Lone Wolf 1261, so maybe you will show up. I'm hoping you will. East server. 712 Echo Foxtrot has been there. 712 for my brother's birthday. And I think I made this livery maybe shortly after he passed. So it was a pretty easy choice on the registration. I try to look for registrations that aren't used in the real world, so I don't know if this is or not, but I don't think it is. Wait, no it is. It's a Piper in real life. Okay, but I had to do it. Unless it was... Last action date was 2020. Oh, it expires in 2025. So it already expired. Nope, that's 71 Echo Foxtrot. So I guess so. I'll check the N number registry, N number lookup. That usually tells you there's an aircraft registered with that. 712 Echo Foxtrot. Nope, not assigned. So that's why I took it. These are known as the Doctor Killers. I'm not a doctor, so I don't feel bad. And should be pretty good. By the way, there's contrails now too. I noticed that there were contrails on some of the aircraft there. No, I'm sorry, man. Well, it could be because of the beta. I could be wrong on that, but it could be because it's the SU-4 beta. Well, still feel free to fly it though. I'm just west of Kilo Alpha Victor Lima, so it could also be a server thing. Yeah, sorry, man. I updated because they actually fixed the frame gen thing. I don't know why that would make a difference, though. You know what I'm saying? It probably does, but well, I'm sorry. That sucks. All right, we're coming up past our altitude. Why are we at 11,005? No, back. Wait, vertical speed. We're going down. All right. Set the altitude 9,500. I don't know why I didn't do it. I armed it. All right, it's armed now. For some reason, it went way too high. There you go. It's working now. It's all set. I guess it was going to 99,000 feet, as my SciTech panel showed. All right. Anyways, we'll get down there again. I'm gonna be at 9,500, and hopefully it'll lock in this time. Looks like it did. Keep an eye on that airspeed here. Cruising this. They say for a normal cruise, it should be about 21.7. manifold, but we're up high, so we're going to see where that lands. And at 2300 RPM, so I'm going to do the vernier control on this to 2300 RPMs. And then the mixture, we're going to leave that out as well. Awesome, dude. Where'd you get the pumpkins from, man? It's pretty nice. Oh, from Sim Caesar. He made pumpkins. I don't know if I have any more emote slots. I might. I don't know yet. But happy Halloween, everybody. I'll take the tablet off so you can actually see the Blue Ridge Mountains, which then turn into the Smoky Mountains up ahead. We're going to make pretty good time if we go at cruise speed while we descend here. So the rule about this is don't let the manifold pressure get higher than the RPM. So again, we want to end up at about 21.7 inches of manifold pressure. So look at that gas. Look how much it burns here. 11.4 gallons an hour. We're almost down an eighth of the tank on the left. So let's switch it now. Fuel pump on, which is down here. I'm going to switch it to the right. Leave it on for a little bit. And And this is gorgeous. ChatGPT gave me a good route because, man, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. Gorgeous. We're making pretty good time. We're going to be at 2 Alpha 0 in about half an hour. I don't know why it says hour 6 because my tablet's saying 33 minutes. So that is obviously not working. We're going 176 knots ground speed. All right, 21.7. Nope, manifold's all the way in. That's as far as she's going. 23 inches. Should be burning about 13.3, but this says 11.4. So that's Carenado for you. It's not that far off. 9,500 feet. I think that the service update 4 works pretty good from what I've seen so far, though. They've worked on the lights and all that stuff. You see the contrail? See, they have contrails for the traffic now. That is the simulator. That is not any add-on I possess right now. So that's pretty cool that they added contrails to the aircraft. Should have done that in 2020 the whole time. As we fly over Blue Ridge Mountains going to the Smoky Mountains. In fact, the Smoky Mountains are right here in front of us. And Dolly Parton comes from Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge up there. So, but she grew up in the Smoky Mountains. Very cool. Alright, just to show you where we are. We're going to be right outside an amusement park, which is not Dollywood. But there's an actual amusement park if you see it right here on the sectional. So we'll try looking for that, but I doubt that we're going to see that. No, not really see that. Very nice clouds and everything. That sun. So yeah, I've basically switched to 2024. The only thing I would go back for is if I had an aircraft I really liked, like the PMD 737-800. That's not on 2024 yet. And there are workarounds, but I'm not going to do that. So even the visors work. Look at that. So the Carenado / Microsoft Bonanza V35B Bravo does work in 2020. This is obviously not calculating things right, but I can look at my electronic flight bag and see that I got 33 minutes. So I guess the 530 is a little bonked, but it still works. The autopilot works when you arm it. I forgot to arm the altitude. That's what happened. Okay, to make sure a little bit more. No, we were actually did that pretty good. Okay, just double check it. We're doing about 168 knots ground speed, not too shabby. And we already switched the tank to the right there. So. But like a vintage Cirrus, the way that goes, the speed and stuff. Iowa Scotsman, what's up? Welcome to the broadcast. Look at those contrails on Service Update 4 Beta. It's amazing. Amazing. Captain Cocktail, we gotta get you a sound, my friend. We have to get you a sound, so make sure you try to get my Discord and then like tell me an idea you want for a welcome sound whenever you're on the stream. It's a little smoky in the Smoky Mountains today. That amusement park is supposed to be just a little bit behind us and out there in the distance, but I don't think we're going to see anything. Do you see anything? I don't see anything. I do not. Beautiful graphics. These are all maxed out because I have the 9950X 3D, which made a big difference. So, Complete Freedom! What's up? How's it going? Did I ever make you a sound? I should have made you a sound. You gotta let me know what you want for a welcome sound too as well, but maybe I did. No, I did not. So you gotta give me an idea for a sound as well. How you doing, sir? How's CFI happening? I haven't heard from you about that in a long time. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Long weekend. We get Columbus Day off, or Indigenous Peoples Day, whatever way you want to celebrate that. So it's a longer weekend, and I was busy this week, but I'm glad to be streaming again. Went like 9 days between the last stream and this one. So this one's for the Virtuous Flying Club. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Flying the Smoky Mountains. Oh, there you go. New Baron 58. Very nice selection, sir. Oh, where'd you move to? You in the same state? Oh, South Carolina's pretty nice. I flew into Charleston last time I went on a plane to go to Texas. I went through Charleston. That was pretty nice. I'm sure there's got to be some jobs there for CFIs. I haven't flown for real since June, but I'm going to go up in November, I think, so I'm paying off this computer with my flight funds. But I'm a little over halfway paid off on this computer, and I have 0% interest, so it's not like I'm paying interest or anything, but just trying to get paid off. But it's been a glorious experience, and it was well worth it. Take a look outside again. Man, look at these awesome graphics. Picture time. I saw a 172 have this type of design on it, like a real picture of one. So I was like, dude, I gotta do the Bonanza like that. I kind of like how it came out. That was a while ago. Oh, that's cool. That is cool, man. I mean, I would probably never get to be able to buy a house up there because my wife wouldn't want to live in an air park, but that is cool. Imagine stepping out into your hangar and just taking off from your house. Like, that's amazing. Very cool. Getting pictures of that VTOL, let me know. Well, that's awesome, dude. You're locked in for life because your house is basically your hangar. I can see why you moved then. That is cool, man. I'm happy for you. It's probably a little bit more open to fly in too, right? Like, you know, there's a lot less congestion, if you will. There you go. You'll get there. But I'll be probably doing some night flying in November and getting my 3 full stop landings in. So I always like to do it around October, November, so I don't know why it says an hour and 1 minute when my tablet's saying 27. So that 5:30 again is a little bunked in here, but this is not the default one that they're using, the Carenado / Microsoft one. Glove compartment does not open. I thought it did. And as far as fuel, we're burning about 11.6. That's about normal. That's why I get about 4 hours. Yeah, exactly. You know, but guy said me picking off the computer, so but I should be able to afford one flight in November. We're also going to see Jet Pilot for his wedding, November 1st. So I'm gonna drive out to New York for that. What's up, Kill Rick? Pizza is not there. You cannot order a pizza. Sorry. But welcome to the broadcast. We do have a new overlay for today for Halloween. So I'm going to leave it there year round. But now we have the ghost combat. You can have ghosts come on screen. So I worked on that today. Didn't take that long for that one. But I thought that was pretty cool. Oh. Well, dude, it's gonna feel really real when you get that plane in there. Just saying. All right, we're still in North Carolina, but we're coming up on the Tennessee border. Out here, let me show you. Oh, you can't see it because I had the tablet up. It's right there at the Calderwood Dam, and that's when we're out of the Smoky Mountains. Okay, thinking of Dolly Parton, and she seems to be okay. She went on video like, "Oh, I got some health problems, you know, my husband." Understandable. But Pigeon Forge is out there, and Dollywood's out there too as well. So. But again, ChatGPT kind of picked our route today. I was like, give me a route that's about an hour and a half flying out of Tullahoma, Tennessee. And I said, make it scenic. So it picked everything for me. And I gotta admit, it's pretty scenic. It's really scenic. So if you ever like get stuck on like, oh, I want a nice place to fly, talk to ChatGPT. It'll give you some good. I mean, you still have to research a little bit just to make sure, but it did pretty good today. God, I like this Bonanza a lot. I don't care that it doesn't give the right time of entry. That might be the overall route, honestly, now that I think of it. Figure it's gonna go there. Yeah, that might be the overall route time. So we might have an hour left. That makes about sense. It's not pointing to the next waypoint, but look at that. Oh, gorgeous scenery. I've never been to Tennessee in my life. And contrails are in service update 4 beta now. I didn't see those in service update 3, so they tweaked the graphics a little bit and tweaked the legs. There's a lot of things that they're working on. But 2024, I gotta be honest with you, I was pushing it way hard on my old system. And that's probably what led to a lot of crashing desktops. But I haven't had a lot of problems since building this new build. So. But other things we've done, we went to Taunton Municipal's Airport's Fall Festival the last weekend, and they had a candy drop, some Piper Cubs. That's on my Eric Flight YouTube. You can see me and my daughter there. She got a lot of candy because we knew what we were doing. It's like a free-for-all, so she knew to get right in there. But then she shared candy with everybody that didn't get any, so that was cool. So yeah. Good time. Went to the restaurant there, which I like their food a lot, but like you could tell that they're kind of they weren't as prepared, or they're not getting the help that they need for workers, because like I asked to sub my fries for salad, like, oh, there's no subs today because we have a lot of stuff going on. So I was very nice about it, but the Italian sandwich I used to get was still awesome. So all right, I'm gonna get an updated weather here. It was not working when I did a test flight in this before the stream, but let's just put it in anyways. 135.075. Yeah, come on now. Here we go. Now I'm supposed to be getting Mark Antone weather, but it wasn't working before, so. I don't think the weather station is in the sim, to be honest with you. In real life, they have one. But we're leaving the Great Smoky Mountains over here and heading out west. Yeah, very chill. Did I not put on sort thing? Shuffle on. Oh, that's why. Okay. this. Okay. I guess I turned off the shuffle because I was using it for class to play some jazz examples for the kiddies. But it is what it is. So tablet off, so you can see this wonderful view here. Definitely coming in the afternoon here. It's gonna be like 5:18 local time, so we should be getting there with sundown, or maybe even a little dark. But I wanted to play real world time and weather today, so. We'll see if the autopilot switches to our next waypoint after. Should. We'll see. I never did turn the yaw damper on, so we do that now. Also, we're at cruise, so got to close the cowl flaps, but I did now, so there's some extra cooling there, that's all. They're located right here. Can help the engine breathe a little bit on pushing it on the throttle, you know? Alright. Out there is McGee Tyson Airport. That's what we're seeing over there. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Night and day between the i9-9900K and the AMD 9950X 3D. I'm able to max out and even go a little bit beyond on the level of detail, pushing up the user config file. I had ChatGPT tell me what the optimal setting would be on that too, and tested it. So for things like this where there's not a lot of cities and buildings, photogrammetry, it's flawless. Probably pulling like 70 to 90, yeah, 72 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? And that's with everything maxed. So I do have frame gen on though, so it'd probably be half of that frame gen. That's why I have these little ripples, because my monitor does 60 hertz on a refresh rate. So I'm gonna try limiting the frames in the future. I didn't restart the simulator, so that's probably why. Alright, man, this is some good music for the backcountry here. Wow, this is a real artist. Chris Hagen with Starlight on the Water. Oh, the scenery's gorgeous. Thank you, ChatGPT, for telling me that this was a good way to go. Wondering what's happening there. Autopilot turned off. Why did it turn off? I don't know. Pilot gauge. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to fly this thing all by my lonesome self. Yaw damper off. Autopilot on. Autopilot on. Autopilot's not turning on. Damn it. So what's going on there? No, the autopilot is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check the fuses. Landing it. That light on. Is there an autopilot thing? I'm okay still. I'll fly this manually if I have to. Avionics. I'm looking for autopilot. Autopilot is down. Autopilot is down.
Red alert. All hands stand to battle stations.
Good thing I found the lighter circuit breaker. Just saying. Found the lighter circuit breaker. Alright, I'm gonna use the wheel a little bit here. Try to trim by the wheel here. Well, that was interesting. What the heck happened to my autopilot? Oh well. Just gotta trim it. Did that come through? Should have come through. Do that computer thing again. Do it again, Captain Cocktail. See if it works. trimming down, but this thing is very iffy on things. Now I'm getting no weather. No weather at all. Okay. GPS. I don't think I have any power for that. Do I have a problem? Nope. The alternator is working. Autopilot is down. Repeat. Autopilot is down. I guess we're flying manual first. Let's flight. The trim is so not authentic compared to real world, by the way, which is why it makes it difficult. You see, it's not that hard to trim on a plane. Also gotta switch to the left tank in a little bit. Got some wind off my right, that's why we're crabbing. I saw that on the GPS as we were coming in the whole time here. We're alright, everyone. This is why we learn how to fly by hand. I have no clue what just happened. Interesting. Oh, my transponder's working. Holy shnikes. You mean I gotta fly this without an autopilot? Oh man. Alright, so obviously it does not like 2024 in certain ways, I guess. Try to trim it there. See what happens. Got my hand off the yoke. So. My flight just became more interesting. Anyways, we're about 13 and a half minutes out from my first waypoint. And then we'll continue on. Yeah, I just wanted to trim out right. Come on now. Right about there, even if I'm a little off, it's okay still. That means I won't be able to look around as much. Because I don't have the autopilot working. But yeah, it's not engaging at all. It just turned off, and I'm trying to look for the circuit breaker. And I'm not seeing it. Electrical, flap, clock, lighter, fuel flow, auxiliary fuel pump. Avionics master. I mean, I could. Oh, there's the autopilot. Yeah, you can't pull on that fuse, though. Okay. Whoa. That's what I'm saying. This thing's a little squirrely. So I'll have to keep an eye on it. Now, I did not touch the trim, so it should trim out at 9,500 again or something around there. So I'm hoping it will. Once there's strong winds, it should be able just to level out. Much easier to fly manual in real life, by the way. You just get to feel the aircraft and all that stuff. We're alright. I don't know why it turned off, though. This works. Maybe I should try that. Well, that wasn't what I was looking for. I pushed the slew button instead. I think autopilot Z, no? Yeah, that's not turning on either. Alright, hey. It is what it is. That's it. Alright, keep guiding that altitude though. It's crazy because it worked in my test flight. We're flying El Manuel. Switch this tank while we're here. Fuel pump on. Fuel pump's been on. Okay. Switch to the left. I'm gonna turn that off this time, Eric. Oh, the yaw damper turns on. Okay, I could turn that off now. How am I doing? Let's check out my flight path here. Can you tell when the autopilot turned off? Oh man. Anyways, there's Tullahoma, but we're still gonna do our little deviations for scenic purposes. I think it's trimmed out decently now. So come out of the Smoky Mountains, everyone. Back there in the distance. Very cool. Right below us is Madisonville, Tennessee. And trimming out seems to have worked a little bit. It's going to go up and down a little bit because we're flying manual, but excuse me. I'm only about 10 minutes out from our first waypoint, which is right across that little river there. What river is that? I couldn't tell you. The Wilkes-Barre Reservoir. So this must be the Wilkes-Barre River. But yeah, I fly manual all the time in the real world, so this shouldn't be like, you know, something strenuous. There's only one aircraft I fly that has an autopilot, and it didn't work the time we tried to use it when I got signed out in the aircraft, so. Ooh, it must be the ghosts. Must be the ghost of the Bonanza. I will ring it in. Know it. Fucking yeah, I can't talk anymore. Fucking Bronco won't get away from me. No, sir. All right, Mark Antone. Here we come. Beautiful graphics. Still wish they had the high res GPS scenery, but it is what it is. Actually, want to be a little bit more south since this. Thank you. My trim just went out because we hit like a wind or something, but I'm trimming down. That's typically not. I mean, it can happen in real life, but it typically doesn't, unless you're like in storms or something. Trim down. Trim up a little bit. It is a very Halloweenish sound. Man, I love those pumpkins. Sim Caesar did good on that. Makes me jealous. I kind of want my own pumpkin emojis. See if I can make more. I know on Kick they give you like a lot on Kick when you get on there, but. The song kind of goes way along with the way the Bonanza's acting tonight, because the autopilot is dead. Nothing works. It lights up on the test, but it does not start at all. I checked the circuit breaker. The circuit breakers are not pullable here. So the autopilot was here. So I could try rebooting the whole avionics. Let me try that. So there we go. If that does anything. I doubt it does. I wish I could just push the panel in, because that might work, you know? Nope. Okay. Well, regardless, we'll be fine. I'm going to trim it slightly. Very very fine tuning on that trim wheel, which is here. Very delicate trim. Should see Mark Antone coming up soon. I think my backup battery power is yelling at me again. Damn computer sucking up power. Never fly manual. Always fly manual in real life. Way easier in real life though. It's not as delicate. Control. Important part is to remember that the plane is gonna go forward. You're just directing it slightly with slight little turns on the aileron. Captain.
I am Captain Chaos.
Captain Chaos. That comes from the Cannonball Run marathon that I did way back in the day with CDL and Faction Belt. God. What was that, 2001? I feel so old. It doesn't feel that long ago, but it is. I gotta do a little crab to the south. Oh, you go ahead and you do that. That's what they're there for. You go ahead and you can test every command you want, my friend. Even the Snoop Dogg one that's a little inappropriate. You know, I just noticed I'm going west. I'm at 9,500. I should be at 8,500. So let's fix that now, because for some reason my brain wasn't working. I was right when I first said 8,500. Boy, I'm an idiot. This never happens in real life. Never. Yeah. It's alright. Make it happen. You try out everything you want, my friend. So yeah, we're gonna pick up some speed. That's the good news. Mark Antone should be out here, and Dayton, Tennessee should be right over there as well. Yeah, Smoky Mountains are way behind us now. I forgot how much fun it is to fly this Bonanza, even if the autopilot did die. Out at 8.5. I'm gonna enrich the mixture a little bit until we get the HETKH to fall, then lean it out a little bit. There you go. And we're gonna be at Mark Antone, our first checkpoint, in about 2.5 minutes. Should be out there. That was my test. I flew from our destination tonight to here. There it is, right there. Beautiful graphics. This must be the Walksbar River. The reservoir's out here. Alright, then we're going to turn northwest to our next destination, which is Upper Cumberland Regional. Excuse me. Love having linear controls on the mixture prop. Very lifelike. See, you can turn them in real life here too. So there's the manual. Maybe I should be reading that about the auto. The autopilot is done. Autopilot's dead. Still legal. Still legal to fly. All right, airport's coming up. Mark Antone. Right there. I'm going to turn to the northwest. Let me try and level out at 8.5. How did I miss something like that? I don't know. My brain wasn't working. And the oil pilot's just dead. Dead ski. Oh, there you go. Easter 2 Alpha 0. That could be an SU4 thing. So there's the airport right there. You got your nameplates on? Had mine on, but now the traffic disappeared. Wow. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Alright, we got church to the northeast. This is not giving me a route there. Well, Kilo. Just gonna enter it in here, because even the 530's acting up. Kilo Sierra Romeo Bravo. Yeah. We're flying El Manuel. The rest of the plane, I guess. So the autopilot does not want to work. So auto, you're fired. You're fired, my friend. Okay, should be hitting about 326-ish. Just a little more. Level it out there. Trim. Way too much. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, my friend. I would love to fly with you. Dope. Oh, it did do it now. See that? See, this 530 has a mind of its own. Why would it show you on Service Update 4? Like, this doesn't make sense. I got some. This is live traffic. I don't know if this is live traffic, but it probably is. I don't know, man. Kind of stinks. Nice sun though, huh? Wow. 8.5. No, just slightly to see where that meets. Alright, and this is actually showing the right time of entry for Kilo Sierra Romeo Bravo, so I don't know. Carenado, you got this thing messed up. You gotta update it for 2024. And I think this is one of the aircraft where if you bought the top version 2024, it kind of came with it. So it does work, but the autopilot, I guess, just works when it wants to. It is what it is. Alright, switching from orange to Dr. Pepper now. Dr. Pepper, which I didn't know came out of the Dallas, Texas area. I was told that when I visited my niece in Dallas. Like, I was like, why is there so much things about Dr. Pepper? But it comes out of Plano, Texas. It says on the bottom too. Under the authority of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Plano, Texas. So, it's what it is. I hope this trims up right. 2 north here. But yeah, we're gonna make it to Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's the goal. Land there for the First USA Flying Club Beach Party 2025 Beach for Beechcraft. By the way, they didn't do a bad job trimming. I mean, it's not perfect, but. Wow, that's awesome, dude. What the heck are you running? Uh-oh. My Dr. Pepper's backwards. What type of system are you running there, bud? Can't wait to get pumpkin seeds from the pumpkin innards. My kids carve pumpkins. That's going to be awesome. I look forward to that every year. Put them on like a tray, a baking tray, if you will. I put some aluminum foil, we spray it down. My wife did it for me last year, though, I think. Or maybe I did. She did it for me one year. That was very nice of her. Yeah, all right. We're feeling pretty good about this manual flying here. It's all about trimming it out, right? And just know it's harder in the sim than it is in real life. Trimming in real life is a little easier. And also it doesn't go up and down as much, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like stormy weather. There's lots of turbulence, so. Here we go. Beautiful scene. You're in Tennessee. Tennessee. What was that song back in the like mid to early 90s? There was a song called Tennessee. Can't remember the it was like an R&B. That's a pretty nice setup, my friend. Yeah. These Ryzens, I'll tell you, this is my first AMD computer ever. And I'm a fan. That newer Intel processor is supposed to be powerful, which it is, but they said the V-cache in this is what does it for a simulator. So, but yeah, you got a pretty able system there still. Well, there you go. Dylan, pretty cool, my friend. Let me know how it looks over there when you get there. So I did install the J. Schmitty scenery, which puts aircraft in our parking. We're gonna park near the museum, which I already know where that is because we have a briefing. And but we go to 1 a.m. on this event here, so there's no way I was gonna miss this thing. It's just a matter of when. But the autopilot is dead. It's dead, Jim. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back.
You know how to fly, don't you?
I think I do.
No. Do you?
Oh no.
How hard can it be?
Better, because there's no autopilot. And this is why you should learn how to fly without an autopilot, everybody, before you know how to use the autopilot. I'm just saying. There's nothing like stick and rudder. Even if it is a little sensitive in the simulator compared to real life. But knowing how to trim it out in the simulator helps a lot. And being light on the control, I'm using my fingertips on the yoke. So there's no need to over control the plane. A lot of people tend to do that in the simulator world and when you first start flying a plane. So. But yeah. So, if I happen to do one of these, it's not my fault because I'm flying by hand.
Possible pilot deviation, advise you contact Las Vegas approach at. I'll give you the number when you're ready to copy.
Just
Not ready to copy.
are we on the left tank or the right tank? We're on the left. I want to go back to the right. So fuel pump is still on because I left it on like an idiot. Going to the right. I want to turn the fuel pump off and give it a break now. And this thing doesn't even let you touch the circuit breaker, so that's what sucks. Because usually what you do to see if that's going to work is you take it out and then put it back in and see if it's overloading or not. But first rule of flying is fly the aircraft. So we're now on the right tank, but you can see this thing downs gas. You know, we're gonna lead up the mixture so we get it around there. Yeah, whoa, right about there. We're about 12 gallons per hour. Which the checklist says 21.7. We're almost there. And 2300 RPMs is normal cruise. It should be about 163 knots. So we have a little bit of wind to contend with. And also a bad autopilot. We got about 9 minutes to Kilo Sierra Romeo Bravo, and then we're going right direct to our final destination for tonight, Tullahoma Regional. For the Beach Party 2025. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Feel it. That didn't come across at all. Ah. There you go. Feel it. So anticlimactic. Feel it. Be one with it.
What you gonna do?
Get your drinks out.
Wild on you, brother.
But I challenge anyone out there, get off the autopilot, fly manual in the simulator. Try it out. Have some fun. Get a challenge. When you trim it out pretty well, you can look out the plane once in a while. Just try to keep it straight. Look at that. I'm not even touching the yoke and it's kind of staying straight. Look at that. Trim it out pretty well. It's veering to the left right now. I put a little right rudder in there. I'm sure it would hold. There you go. A little right rudder on the rudder vader. There we go. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah. Very easy turn of the trim wheel, which I'm controlling with my SciTech Cessna 1. But yeah. Very cool. Alright, if you're wondering where we are, here's the Tron flight bag. We went north to see more scenery here. And then we're heading right to I want to say Tularosa all the time. Tullahoma, Tennessee. Trim up slightly. But I couldn't believe how much gas this burned per hour. But it does go pretty fast. It's just, I thought it would, I don't know, that it would last longer. But 4 hours isn't that bad. Typically, I would only plan for 3 hours of flying in this thing before you have to refuel, so you have that extra hour to try to figure out what you're going to do. But it's still a nice plane, you know. And I was able to edit a lot. I got this to be blue instead of the wood grain. The logo there. A nice livery on the outside. Trimming up slightly. But yeah, this has been a while since I haven't flown with autopilot on stream. I do it all the time off stream, by the way, just to let you know. But yeah, we are going to do the VinFizz flights, even if I'm going to be a little later. So I finally got that livery to work as well with the WB72 mod in 2024. They added contrails. Look at that. They added contrails to the real life traffic. Pretty cool. Very cool to see all that. Glad they did. But dude, I had a flashback back to Flight Sim 2004 and 2002 when like you started seeing the AI traffic start having like the nav lights and stuff. And I, oh man, that's so cool, so lifelike. And it was, but now we just come to expect so many things that were just like, wow, that's cool, it's new, from back in the day. No, it's beeping at me again. It's beeping at me, right? It says I'm only consuming about 700 watts. So, but I got to get a UPS, a universal power system with battery protection, for my old computer for my son. So I'm trying to either get him one. The problem is that we only have 15 amps in our outlets here. I have one that's built for 20 amps that would do my whole system here. But I don't have a 20 amp outlet because I didn't look at it when I bought it. I should have like looked at it. There is one system that does about 1500 watts and it's a 15 amp input. So I'm trying to buy that used because I can replace the batteries. I'm not against that. And then give my son this old one, you know, which isn't really, I buy them used all the time because I don't feel like paying like hundreds of dollars for a brand new universal power supply. You know what I'm saying? I just change out the batteries and stuff. So, but yeah, it is what it is. I offered, I think it was like 185 total for the 1500 watt. It goes for like 400 bucks. The guy's like, no, I think I'll stay at 199 plus you got to pay the shipping. And I was like, I'm not paying over 200 bucks for that. I'm sorry. So I'll just keep looking and doing my best. But when you get these power hungry computers, I actually have 2 universal power supplies. So I have the main computer on just one by itself. And then the other one runs my monitors and every other thing that I have. So they have come in handy You know, it's those times when the storms hit and power goes out and you're like, oh crap. But with this, it's been good. I don't have any memory overclocking problems with my new system build. And my son doesn't really run anything too demanding on, like it, yeah, I mean, he uses the 3D and stuff, but it's not like the flight sim. So he hasn't had many issues. He had issues when he first started, but now it's pretty much okay. So, I don't know if we overclocked the RAM. I think I did again. Could be wrong with that. Both systems have 128 gigs, because I couldn't use the DDR4 in this. So it's in the Intel system too. So. But even the RAM in this stuff, I bought it used, and it's CAS latency 34, which isn't the lowest, but it's not bad, and it's been awesome. So, right, Upper Cumberland Regional Airport coming up. I would say it's down there, which it is. Yep, so that's the airport right there. Then we're gonna turn left to our final destination of Tullahoma, Tennessee, as the sun is setting slowly in the distance. Picture time. Look at those. Look at those ray tracing and stuff like that. That's amazing. But yeah, if you want the full effect of 2024 and you can afford it, go build a modern computer. Because I'm telling you, it's been night and day. Night and day. And I'm still using my 3090 graphics card, so it's not top of the line, but it does the job. I might see about a 5090 after I pay out this computer and save up some more money. We'll see. I don't mind buying used stuff as long as it works, you know? So, if I could save some bucks, I do. And then I'll take the 3090 and put it in my son's computer, and then we have a 2080 still, so. You are? Alright, man. Well, I'll see you there, hopefully. We took a little roundabout way because it told me to do that in ChatGPT for some visuals. But yeah, it's been really nice. It's a nice flight. I said I wanted about an hour and a half, so that's why we did it this way. There you go. Taking screenshots as I go. Max graphics, you gotta love it. Are you running max graphics, Captain Cocktail? You might be able to get away with it with that 4090. I think it's more processor power based, but that's just me. You know. All right, we're gonna turn to the southwest for Tullahoma, everyone. So took I track on for a second. What did I just do? I just pushed something. I put the gear down. Why? I don't know. There you go. Your processor is definitely doable still. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with this computer at all. Not one. My laptop's another story. I can't get the internal Wi-Fi to work, and I mangled one of the antenna cables on the inside. So now I'm just stuck using dongles and stuff, and my dongle died at school, so it's been like one thing after another, but I did get it to work enough. Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha. Climb a little bit. Keep coming around. But seriously, if you're in the sim world and you love simming, try flying El Manuel on a GA aircraft, and you will become a better pilot for it. I'll say that. Yeah, it's got some improvements in it already. So that's why I said I gave it a chance. I was waiting for when they fix that whole frame gen with the DLSS bug, which they did in this release. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna try it again. But they were supposed to make better colors, and the loading's supposed to be a little bit better. But as you know, all the updates are kind of in the beta update, you know, snapshot in the forums there. So it should be about 224 for direct heading here. But because, of course, wind could be an issue as well. Trim up. It is normal to trim after making a big turn like this, so that's realistic, but it shouldn't be a lot typically. All right. just for backup. We don't have anything else. There's some skydiving at Tullahoma too, so in real life you'd be really skittish about that. You know, I should be on VUSA Unicom. I never did change it to VUSA Unicom. That's terrible. It's there now. Man, yeah, I do love this Bonanza. I think it's a very nice aircraft. Even though it has this little quirks and it's meant for 2020, it's still enjoyable to fly. I'm glad my livery was able to be transferred over. So, right, Toby, I track her off. Trim down slightly. Should be there in about 17 minutes, so we're not that far from Tullahoma. This has been a wonderful flight. We're heading right into the sunlight, though. Let's see if this visor does anything. Oh, it did. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if we can. Oh, it has to go all the way down. Just all the way down or all the way up. So this is the way it is. But in real life, you'd be able to adjust that just slightly to get it in front of that sun there. Or you'd have sunglasses. I wish they had like a sunglass simulator that you could like have it like dampen like sunglasses. That would be kind of cool. You turn it on and off like a flashlight. I think that they should add that because this is very bright, and you definitely want some sunglasses in your life. But I wear sunglasses religiously since becoming a pilot. It just becomes part of the whole have them, because I've never flown without them. But I only imagine that if you didn't have them and it was really sunny, it would suck. Alright, so anyways, let's get some AWOS for Tullahoma. I don't know if we will, so 128.325. Because as we know, it has to be programmed in 325. I got that right. In real life, we wouldn't be moving all around the cockpit like this, and the aircraft wouldn't be going to and fro. 325. We'll see if we get any weather. Oh, we did! Woo!
Automated weather observation. 2300 Zulu.
015 at 4.
015 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
And
temperature
we just missed
Atlanta
Center that came on,
2995.
which is in control of the airspace right near Tullahoma.
Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha automated weather observation. 2300 Zulu.
Of course, though, it's
Wind
manual flying.
015 at 4. Visibility 10.
29 or 9 or 5.
Sky condition clear.
No.
Temperature 21C dew point 9er C. Altimeter 2995.
Down a little bit.
Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha.
Okay, 015 at 4.
2300 Zulu. Wind.
So I want to head in a northerly direction. They have a runway 36
Sky
on
clear. Temperature
mistaken.
21C dew point 9er C. Altimeter 2995.
All right. Back on guard, by the way. Back on guard.
Go on guard.
Only 4 knots. Flying's going well, Recluse Sounds. Thank you for coming out on Twitch. We're about to land in Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's part of the Virtuosi Flying Club Beach party. We're flying the Beech V35 Bravo. So, but flying manual. I lost the autopilot a while ago. It will not turn on, which is fine. I don't mind the little challenge. All right, let's look at our chart supplement here together from Tullahoma. And there it is. All right, runway 36 is a left pattern. And it's 4,205 feet, which is fine. But we have to get to the southern part of the airport after to go towards the museum that's here. I guess there must be a Beechcraft museum or something. But yeah, so give it up to the Ghost, man. The Ghost, I just made this overlay, and it seems like they took out the autopilot already. I don't know. We're all right. But seeing that the autopilot's kind of a computer, we'll do that
Oh,
too.
drat these computers. They're so naughty and so
Captain,
complex.
it does work.
I could pinch them.
All right. Anyways. It says it's actually Memphis Center, so probably not Atlanta Center that we wanted. Seems like it's a little foggy out there. We're getting there. What's pattern altitude here? Because we're getting there. Well, it's about 2,100 feet. To remind myself, I'll put this there even though it's not working. That'll remind me of pattern altitude. It's not a bad thing to do. All right, we're going to start our descent. So Allison, announce our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Jump for 500 feet per minute. We have a lot of time. Try to gauge it here. I haven't flown this in a long time, so we'll be okay. We gotta make sure as we go down. How's our fuel looking? Oh, I should probably go back to the left tank. So fuel pump on. Left tank. And fuel pump off. Fuel pressure still holding. Fuel flow is good. Alright. Anyways, we're about to land, and this is what we're hoping to do, everybody. Oh, I just wrote D instead of S.
Stick the landing. In this challenge, the pilot will do his best to avoid certain death by keeping the plane on a good flight path with a constant angle descent lined up to center line. Good luck. Stick the landing and don't suck.
Not sucking. That's the biggest thing. All right, we're coming on a left 45 downwind entry here as we make our descent down here about 500 feet per minute. And we're flying El Manuel the whole way here because the autopilot stopped. But I hope people are impressed at my skill here. You gotta do what you gotta do. So all you people who only fly by autopilot, learn how to fly by hand because it could come in handy, you know, when the autopilot dies. Very good. All right, I'm gonna turn on the instrument lights now. Panel lights. Thank you. I guess it doesn't want to turn on. Why does it want to turn on? Okie dokie. These things are supposed to turn. What's going on? Oh, that's not working either. Come on. Go down. I never did find the gear extension speed for the Bonanza, so let's find out what that is. I think it's 140, but it could be different. So I was looking for that when I did my little test flight earlier today. Gear extension speed. 154 knots. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, I don't have it on the checklist here. Probably should be something that's on there. I don't see it. All right, KAVL flaps on the descent are closed still, so we're okay. Okay, fuel proper tank, ATIS, I already got it. Altimeter and instruments, we're good. Okay. Back to okay, kind of come in here a little bit more. Notice that the manifold pressure is going up as we descend. That's because the atmospheric pressure. Make sure as you get there. It's a little bit too much. Okay. Yeah. We have enough fuel, but you notice that they say start looking when it hits around there. That's because this thing burns like 13, 12 gallons an hour. Beautiful scenery here in Tennessee, though. Wish I could have looked at it more with the autopilot, but we did get to see the Smoky Mountains and stuff. I don't know what would make that just die, but it did. Approach flaps is 154 as well, so is that on there? That should be on there. 145. Flap extension speed. It says 123 actually. Depends on your model though. So I'm gonna go with the higher speed, 123. Yeah, so that's what that is. Oh, there it is. VLE, landing gear extension. 154. Yeah, okay. It is on there. I didn't see it at first. It's like it'd be kind of dumb to not have that on a checklist. We got about 8 minutes left to go. I say about 10 before we get on the ground. We'll use the electronic flight bag to help me here. I'm gonna turn it off for you, but I will have it on my left. That's my real world flying tablet. Stream to the stream through AirDride, which has been an awesome program. I've used it for years, and it's free for like one tablet. But if you want to do more than one, there's a lot of features on it. I just use it for mirroring. Onto the streaming laptop. Alright, we have about 20 nautical miles. I'll start doing the calls here as we get closer. We are on VATSIM and the East server as we land at Tullahoma. I've never been here at all. So, actually, maybe I did it last year. I remember doing this beach event before, so I could be wrong on that. But according to the briefing, join the Virtual Safe Flying Club, Tullahoma, Tennessee, home of Beechcraft Heritage Museum. There you go. For a virtual version of the annual beach parties. They actually have an annual one from the BHM. That must be Beech Heritage Museum. Beach parties, the Beechcraft Heritage Museum's annual event welcoming pilots and aviation enthusiasts from all across the globe. It's a family atmosphere with rare aircraft and renowned technical and historical experts. 2023 is a banner year. 140 plus aircraft ranging from Stagger Wings, Beech 18s, Barons, Bonanzas, King Airs, Queen Airs, Musketeers, Sierras, Sundowners, and Cessnas, and many other variety of aircraft. And it's basically just flying in like we do in real life. And that must be the airport right up there in the distance. I love that. I was able to push the level of detail and the loading further with the newest processor I have. I went to the use config and even pushed it further than what it allows you in the menu. So, and for like places like this where there's not a lot of buildings and stuff, it actually works really well. I don't understand why this is not letting me do that. Do I have the panel lights on already? Is that why? I don't know. But this is supposed to be moving for lights, and it's not. So, oh wait, it did, wait. Is that off or on? Panel lights on, panel lights off. I guess it does work if you just get in the right place. Radio and engine. No, that seemed to have turned them off. Right on that? On. Oh no, it says on. Panel lights on. I don't know. Not everything seems to be working in 2024. We are doing the descent. Better mix the mixture a little bit. Using the vernier control for that. Make it more accurate. Thanks to Jeffrey B for subscribing, my friend. Thank you so much.
Or over inebriation. You need anything, just let me know.
Alright, we're going to switch over to the CTAF. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend. I got my self-made Virtual Safe Flying Club shirt on, so I'm trying to represent. Thanks for coming out, my friend. Alright, here we go. Tullahoma traffic. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot, 12 nautical miles to the northeast, setting up a 45-degree left downwind entry for runway 36 full stop, Tullahoma. Check those winds again.
Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha automated weather observation.
My autopilot has died. I've been flying manual, and I'm not tired.
Visibility 10.
299.
Sky condition clear.
Okay.
Temperature 21C, dew point 9er C. Altimeter 29er6.
Oh, actually, that moved around, didn't it?
Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha automated weather observation.
Alright, good now.
2300 Zulu.
Calm.
Wind calm. Visibility
Now I almost want to take
10.
2-4 in.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 21C, dew point 9er C. Altimeter 29er6.
You are very high.
Kilo Tango Hotel Alpha automated weather observation 2300 Zulu. Wind calm.
18.
Visibility 10.
Inches manifold.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 21C, dew point 9er C. Altimeter 29er.
All right, back over to guard. The ghost of Halloween. Oops, I didn't spell guard right.
You're on guard with KTHA.
Yeah. I believe this is our runway right here, so we're going to go right in there. trying to get down there. Okay, I'm gonna leave the fuel on the right tank. So we should be good. I think the lights are on. I can't tell because this thing's not really doing its thing here. How do you turn them off if it doesn't turn off? Well, that turns on. I can't tell. Weird. Very weird. What music am I listening to right now? Tullahoma traffic. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot. We're 5.5 nautical miles out in the 45 left downwind. Sorry. Actually, we're gonna transition north of the airport to enter a 45 left downwind from 36 Tullahoma. Yeah, I'm not thinking straight. I'm on the right downwind right now. Holy shnikes. But anyways, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Hope we won't get any traffic coming out from 36. I didn't hear anyone, let's put it that way. And my VATSIM is still connected, so. As the sun sets here in Tullahoma. Real world weather and time. It's not that bad. Service update for beta. Not seeing nameplates of people. That's the sad part. I wish Captain Cocktail was able to fly with me. Well, I mean, he's flying, but I just wish that I could see him because it's kind of cool to fly with other people, you know. Alright, we're at 4,000 feet. I'm going to make sure to go. Okay, I'm going to head out here a little bit more and not get hit by any departing aircraft. November 911. I don't know if that's for an emergency, but it's down there. So I'm going to come out here a little bit more, do some more altitude. Do what we need to do. We're burning up speed. Definitely not at the landing gear extension speed now. Oh, there we are now. 154. So. Alright. I guess we're doing the teardrop entry. I'll report when I'm on the 45. 136. Let's go up here a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to turn the Togiak tracker on at this time. Center it. Okay. Looking decent. All right, let's turn in. Still very high, but we're coming down 1,000 feet per minute. So putting this back to 18 inches a minute. Appreciate you subscribing, Mike. By the way, just I'm flying manual, so I have to like watch what I'm doing here. It's not the liberties of autopilot tonight. It is dead, Jim. Am I squawking? Oh, dude, I'm like looking at all these things. Am I squawking 1400? But I'm not. I'm 1200. Okay. Tullahoma traffic. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot 3 nautical miles out on the 45 left downwind for runway 36 Tullahoma. Number 911 is out of there. Just get on the 20. Start setting it up when we get on the downwind here. Okay. Gas, check. Undercarriage. Gear down. We're at 150, so we're okay. We're going to turn. Mixture all the way in, so we're about 3,000. Prop all the way in. Let that do its thing. Still high by about 1,000 feet, so that's not the best, but where am I? Undercarriage mixture prop flaps. One thing of flaps, once again the white arc, we are there. Flaps. Angle down. Tullahoma traffic. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot left downwind. Runway 36 full stop Tullahoma. A little further out too. Should be about 100 on the approach speed here, so I'm gonna kick this back here on the power to about 100. Still descending. Right, turning base. Tullahoma traffic. Bonanza 2 Echo Foxtrot left downwind to base runway 36 full stop Tullahoma. Still very high, so I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna make it a wide turn. And we gotta come back and park over here because the museum is over here, so that's where we're gonna park. Wide base. Wide base. Tullahoma traffic, Bonanza to Echo Foxtrot, left base, runway 36, full stop, Tullahoma. You want damper off. Cowl flaps open. Okay, now we're gonna turn final. Pretty good here. We want to be about 85. Like it says we want to be 70 at final, but this thing I think needs to be at about 80 to be honest with you. So I'm gonna kick back here, full flaps. Tullahoma traffic, Bonanza to Echo Foxtrot, final runway 36, full stop, Tullahoma. So I want to come about 80. And by the way, the scenery doesn't really work in 2024. We have all these aircraft that are supposed to be parked here, but they're like upside down and stuff. So just don't pay attention to that, okay? More trimming up. We're on the Glasgow. Looking good. I mean, I guess we can, but it's gonna see I'm stalling right before I get down there. So, all right. There we go. Give it a little bit more. All right. Don't pay attention to the aircraft that are dug into the ground. And we're gonna do our landing here. Okay, pull back. Gear is down, right? Yep. That'd be a bad day if it wasn't. I should have checked it. Luckily, I am down. So, okay. Now we would do aerodynamic braking, but the problem is in the 2020 models they don't have the advanced ground handling all the time. So, all right, I'm gonna turn off somewhere. I don't quite know what we got here. I guess I'll turn off to the right there. Tullahoma traffic, we're Bonanza to Echo Foxtrot. We're taxiing onto runway 6, and then off to the taxiway, Tullahoma. Okay, flaps up. Call flaps are open. I don't think I was supposed to open until I was landing. Okay, flaps up. Yep, flaps are up. Trim set for takeoff. Okay, I'm gonna taxi off here. They didn't really have an airport diagram, so I couldn't really see where the things were. Tullahoma traffic, Bonanza to Echo Foxtrot, clear for runway 6, Tullahoma. Okay, let's do our checklist right here. Okay, TOBI track off. And, okay, flaps are up, cowl flaps are open, strobes are going off. They are off, landing light off, taxi light, we're gonna leave on, pitot heat, mixture, trim set for takeoff, we'll double check that. Looks good. All right, and then transponder alt squawk. All right. No autopilot though. We're good. All right, we're gonna taxi to museum parking. Tullahoma traffic. Bonanza to Echo Foxtrot. Taxi to the museum parking at the south part of the airfield. Tullahoma. According to, I mean, it's not the best landing. 100 minus 111. Respectable at 57 knots. But I'm trying to get down here. I'm gonna see if we can do it. TOBI tracker on so I can check things here. Okay, follow the taxi. Follow the yellow taxi line. Follow the yellow taxi line. I can't tell if November 4477 is real. I think it's real world, but we have some. Looks to be CRJs. Nick Resla flew one of those American Eagle ones the other day. Posted some nice video on the VUSA Flight Club. Thank you, Recluse. I didn't see that till now. Appreciate that. I haven't flown this in God almost a year, but it's seeing I got to do my livery in 2024. It handles pretty well except for the autopilot. Who needs autopilot? Ha ha ha. Alright, I'm hoping that there is a taxiway down. If not, we gotta taxi down the runway. Because this is 36, so maybe I did do the right thing. Yeah. Alright, again, do not mind the aircraft that are just sticking out of the ground like that, but thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Alright. So anyways, we're going to take a look around. Tullahoma traffic, Bonanza to Echo Foxtrot. We're going to back taxi on runway 36 to reach the museum parking, Tullahoma. I guess that's how you have to do it. So it's a good thing I turned off there. I think that was a smart move on my part. And then again, don't mind the airplane graveyard here. Just go with it, okay? You're supposed to be able to park on the grass over here between all these aircraft. There you go. This has been a hoot. It's been a hoot. The planes here. At least November 4477 looks good. But I guess we go around the cones. This is the turf runway right there. So I'm gonna have the elevator all the way back, and I'm gonna go on the grass right now. So here we go. Keep that elevator back to keep the pressure off the nose wheel. That's what you want to do when you get on grass. Uh-oh. Man, November 4477 just took off. Alright. Anyways, yeah, it's a graveyard here. It's just the 2024 doesn't work well with the J. Schmitty scenery for parking aircraft at least, but we're going to park over here. That's where we're going to park. This is like parking at Block Island in real life. Okay, that's where I'm going to park. So anyways, elevators down. We have about 1,000 RPMs or so. Okay, parking brake on. Very good. Let's look at our checklist. Okay, securing ELT, verify silent. We know it's because I'm monitoring guard the whole time. Avionics off. All lights except for beacon are going off. I'm going to close the cowl flaps. Panel lights are turning off. AC off, avionics on. Mixture full lead. Yeah, that autopilot didn't make it. Mags off, master off, lights off. Should be good. We put chocks in it in real life, probably on the grass. But let's take a look around, shall we? Okay, tablets off. Oh, it does this too if I go to drone camera. But yeah, don't pay attention to the aircraft that are just stuck in the ground. That is the 2024 not behaving with 2020 series. But here we are at Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's very default except for this traffic right here in cones and stuff. The museum, I believe, is over here. And that's why they have this flying Beechcraft. Here's the airport. Real world time and weather, by the way. It's very nice to see. Where's Tullahoma, like the city or whatever it is? Oh, it's right to the east. Okay. So if that's north, this is east. Tullahoma's over here, everybody. So welcome to Tullahoma, Tennessee. We have some cop car action over there. It's just getting dark here. So very cool flight. I'm grateful that we had this event. And I'm also grateful for the big window because my family had to get pumpkins today. There you go. So that's it. That's Tullahoma, Tennessee. We're at the beach party. We'll get a drink. So anyways, let's get a nice shot here. Yeah, this is nice. Without further ado then, I want to say thank you to Jeff for subscribing again. I want to say thanks to Brad Samuel46 for following me on Twitch. I want to thank Jet Pilot Cinnamon one more time. Actually, Jeff, I got to give you a shout out, man. Jeff Reeby. Shout out. Whoops. And I also want to thank everyone that came out. Captain Cocktail, thank you for always coming out. Appreciate you, sir. Always nice to see you. We got to get you a sound, by the way. So, like, leave me a whisper in Twitch even if you're not going to join my Discord. Let me know what sound I can give you to announce your entry to the broadcast here. Jeff is not on Kick, I don't believe, by the way. So, I don't know why that bot Rex always says go to kick.com. But go to twitch.tv/JeffreyB. Great guy. We had a good time at FS Expo as well. And yeah, from Tullahoma, Tennessee, Eric Flight, wishing you the best night ever. And remember to tip your bar and wait your staff well. We're gonna raid someone on Twitch, so stay tuned if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you go push that subscribe button right now. I'm trying to get even more people viewing the videos, because that's where we're at. In the latest mission, we've gotten over 1,000 subscribers, but now we need the watch hours. So we're only halfway there. So if you just want to watch a video, leave it on overnight while you sleep, you go ahead and you do that. I recommend the marathon video because it just keeps it going, you know. But thank you for all your support either way. Remember to follow me on Twitch. Remember to push that subscribe button on Kick, follow button on Kick. And if you want to subscribe, please do go ahead. It does support me. It goes into the Real World Flight Funds, and it also helps pay for like all this software in my new computer. So, anyways, I will see you soon. Again, remember to tip your bar with your staff well. Eric Flight, wishing you the best night ever. Peace out. Stay tuned for the raid. I'll see you later. Have a great one.